Excellence Online. Subscribe to our channel now for more educational videos and press the bell icon for more updates.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Tayyeba Khalid from Excellence Online platform. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 4 from first year intermediate course, cell. So the topic which we are going to discuss today are definition of cell, cell theory, types of cell, cell organelles in which there is cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus, chromosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, mitochondria and plastid. First, the definition of cell. What is cell? Cell arises from a word means hollow space, means एक खाली जगह that is the basic structural and functional unit of life कि हर living organism जो है उसकी life का सबसे important जो चीज़ है जो basic unit है वो that is basically a cell. So it is discovered by Robert Hooke. Next, a very important topic that is cell theory. Cell theory में दो scientists जिन्होंने ये cell theory present की थी, Sheldon and Shawn. They express their views about the cell with the help of a theory that is known as cell theory. इस cell theory के उन्होंने तीन basic postulates बताए थे, which are cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Next, all living things are made up of cell, and the third point was cell may arise from a non-living material that is known as a de novo structure. बेसिकली इनके दो पॉइंट्स को तो बहुत एक्सेप्टेंस मिली बट द थर्ड पॉइंट वाज क्वाइट रॉन्ग क्योंकि कभी भी कोई सेल किसी नॉन लिविंग स्ट्रक्चर से अराइज नहीं हो सकता. सो एक साइंटिस्ट थे जिनका नाम था विर्चो. उन्होंने इस सेल थ्योरी के थर्ड पोस्टुलेट को करेक्ट किया और उन्होंने कहा कि विर्चो करेक्टेड दिस थ्योरी बाय रिप्लेसिंग द थर्ड पोस्टुलेट एंड स्टेट दैट सेल कैन ओनली बी अराइज फ्रॉम अ डिवीजन ऑफ ओल्डर सेल. मतलब हमारे पास अगर एक सेल है तो उसी के डिवीजन के जरिए एक नया सेल अराइज हो सकता है, नॉट फ्रॉम अ नॉन लिविंग मटीरियल. सो जो फाइनल डेफिनेशन जो आप सेल थ्योरी की आई है वो ये है कि सेल इज द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ एंड अ न्यू सेल कैन ओनली बी अराइज फ्रॉम अ प्री एग्जिस्टिंग सेल. Then we will discuss types of cell. This is a very basic information that there are two types of cell, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. जैसे कि हमारे पास डायग्राम में प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल एंड यूकैरियोटिक सेल आपको नजर आ रहा है. प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल इज द टाइप ऑफ सेल इन विच देयर इज नो आउटर न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन एंड द एग्जांपल ऑफ प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल इज बैक्टीरिया एंड साइनोबैक्टीरिया, while the eukaryotic cell is the type of cell in which there is proper outer nuclear membrane and the example is humans. Then we will discuss cell organelles. Cell organelles are basically divided into two broad categories. We have membrane bound organelles and non-membrane bound organelles. Today we will discuss the most important and the basic cell organelles, in which the first one is cell wall. So cell wall is a dead outer covering of a plant cell. It is also present in bacteria and fungi. Composition is different according to the type of cell. Like in plant cell, the basic component is peptidocellulose. In bacteria, the basic component is peptidoglycan, and in fungi, the basic component is chitin. It has got three layers. We have primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and middle lamella. There is also another structure known as plasmodesmata, which helps in communication between two cells. Then what are the functions of cell wall? It provides support, shape and it provides permeability. Means permeability का मतलब है कि कोई भी चीज़ अगर सेल के अंदर जाना चाहती है तो सेल वॉल उसे अलाउ कर देती है to enter into the cell. This is the basic diagram of cell wall. Then the next organelle is cell membrane. It is also known as plasma membrane or unit membrane. It is the outermost covering in animal cell, in plant cell and bacteria. So in animal cell it is the most outer covering as we don't have any cell wall. Composition, it is basically composed of phospholipids. So we will discuss the basic structure of phospholipid. It has got two parts, head and tail. The head part is also known as hydrophobic end or phosphate or polar part or lipophilic. and the tail part is also known as hydrophilic, fatty acids, non-polar or lipophilic, as phospholipids is a conjugated molecule which comprises of phosphate and fatty acids. So the head comprises phosphate and tail comprises fatty acids. Then structure of cell membrane, this is a very important question regarding your examination point of view. So structure of cell membrane defines by fluid mosaic model. This model was given by two scientists, Singer and Nicholson, on the basis of electron microscope. Structure in cell membrane, phospholipid is present in liquid state and protein floats in it, just like icebergs float in the sea. This is called mosaic appearance of cell membrane. So what is the fluid mosaic model? Basically simply हमारे पास इन दो साइंटिस्ट ने ये एक्सप्लेन किया था कि हमारे पास एक बहुत बड़ा समंदर है जो कि लिपिड का बना हुआ है, एंड proteins float in that sea like just icebergs. So therefore it is known as a mosaic appearance, because appearance को हम mosaic कहते हैं. जो प्रोटीन्स उसमें फ्लोट कर रहे हैं वो बेसिकली दो टाइप के हैं. वी हैव एक्सट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन ऑल्सो नोन एज पेरिफेरल प्रोटीन, एंड वी हैव इंट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन और इंटीग्रल प्रोटीन. एक्सट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन बेसिकली हमारे पास वो प्रोटीन होते हैं विच इज़ ओनली वन वे. एक्सट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन से वन वे होते हैं, जबकि इंट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन वो होते हैं जो टू वे होते हैं. उनका स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग पॉइंट होता है, जैसे कि सेल मेम्ब्रेन की डायग्राम में आप देख सकते हैं. फंक्शंस ऑफ सेल मेम्ब्रेन, इट हेल्प्स इन अगेन शेप, protection, it also helps in transport, and it is semi permeable. Semi permeable means कि ये सिर्फ कुछ important molecules को ही entrance allow करती है और otherwise बाकी सब चीज़ों को सेल के अंदर enter नहीं होने देती. Then we will discuss our next cell organelle, that is nucleus. What is its definition? It is the rounded structure present inside the cell and controls all the activities of the cell. Robert Brown discovered the structure of nucleus. Structure, what are the basic structure of nucleus? It's nuclear membrane, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, chromatin material. Okay, so the outer nuclear membrane, that is made up of again phospholipid. In center we have nucleolus in which RNA is stored. We have न्यूक्लियर पोर बिटवीन द न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, जो कि हमारे पास आरएनए जब बन जाता है तो उसकी एग्जिट करवाते हैं. एंड वी हैव क्रोमेटिन मटेरियल जिसमें हमारा डीएनए है. ठीक है, दैट इज अ जेनेटिक मटेरियल. ओके, सो न्यूक्लियर आउटर न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, दिस इज इनर न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, न्यूक्लियोलस, न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म, दैट इज अ जेल लाइक मटेरियल, क्रोमेटिन मटेरियल, and nuclear pores. So the next organelle is chromosome. It is a thread-like structure which is present inside the nucleus. Structurally, it has two basic components, centromere and chromatids. Centromere is the center protein and chromatids are arms. In this centromere, a basic protein, that is kinetochore, is present which helps in spindle formation. This is the basic structure of chromosomes, in which there is centromere and chromatids. Then we have types of chromosomes. We have four basic types: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric or subtelocentric, and telocentric. This is the diagram. Metacentric means we have equal size of arms. In submetacentric we have unequal side of arms. In acrocentric the upper arm is very short as compared to the lower arms, and in telocentric upper arm is absent, only lower arms are present. Then the next organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is a tubular structure which is continued with the outer nuclear membrane. This is a very important point कि endoplasmic reticulum basically outer nuclear membrane की extension को ही कहते हैं. It is discovered by a scientist named Porter. दो टाइप्स होती हैं हमारे पास. वी हैव स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिक्यूलम एंड रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिक्यूलम. इसे स्मूथ और रफ इसलिए कहते हैं क्योंकि जब माइक्रोस्कोप पे इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं सो एक स्ट्रक्चर बिल्कुल हमें स्मूथ नज़र आता है इन विच नो राइबोसोम्स आर प्रेजेंट, और एक स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर हमें डॉट नज़र आ रहे होते हैं, दैट इज़ नोन एज रफ, क्योंकि उसके ऊपर राइबोसोम्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. This is the diagram of endoplasmic reticulum. First we have smooth endoplasmic reticulum in which no ribosomes are present. Then we have rough endoplasmic reticulum in which ribosomes are present. There are multiple functions of endoplasmic reticulum like formation of lipids, it forms cell membrane, it forms steroid and also form proteins due to presence of ribosomes. Then the next structure is Golgi bodies, Golgi apparatus भी कहते हैं इसे. It is a sac-like organelle that is discovered by Camillo Golgi. This is the structure of Golgi bodies. Functions are synthesis of cell wall, modification and packaging of protein, and it also forms lysosomes. तो जो प्रोटीन बेसिकली रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से बनते हैं वो प्रोटीन गोल्जी बॉडीज़ के पास आते हैं, उनकी मॉडिफिकेशन होती है, उनकी प्रॉपर पैकिंग होती है और फिर वो बॉडी में किसी फंक्शन के लिए प्रोसीड होती है. Okay, then the structure which is formed from Golgi bodies are known as lysosomes. The basic function of lysosomes is intracellular digestion. It is also known as suicidal sac because sometimes there are some intracellular digestive proteins which are released, enzymes which are released, and it digests the own cell. There are some lysosomal storage diseases due to deficiency of an enzyme known as alpha glucosidase. Three basic diseases are there: Tay-Sachs, Gaucher disease, Crabbe and Niemann-Pick. Three features of Tay-Sachs diseases are: it is characterized by mental retardation, blindness and death by age of 3. मतलब बच्चे सिर्फ 3 साल की एज में ही उनकी डेथ हो जाती है. Then Gaucher disease, there is hepatosplenomegaly. Hepatosplenomegaly means enlargement of liver and spleen, erosion of long bones and mental retardation. Then Crabbe and Niemann-Pick disease, there is demyelination. Demyelination जो न्यूरॉन्स हमारे ब्रेन में प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनका स्ट्रक्चर खराब हो जाता है, कंडक्शन प्रॉपर नहीं हो पाती. There is mental retardation and there is death by age of 2. Then the next structure is mitochondria. It is a rod-like structure that is discovered by a scientist named Altman. Structure, it has following structures. The basic structure are outer and inner mitochondrial membrane, intermembranous spaces, crystia, matrix, and the function, it is known as powerhouse of the cell because it helps in formation of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Diagram is diagram of mitochondria. Okay, so the last basic cell organelle is plastids. Basically it provides color to the plant. It has 3 types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast provides green color to the plant, chromoplast provide multiple different colors to the plant, and leucoplast is colorless or white. Very important MCQ, autonomic genomic system. There are 2 cell organelles which are included in autonomic genomic system which has its own DNA, that is chloroplast and mitochondria. Okay, so this was the today's lecture. I hope you all understand the basic structure of cell. So अगले lecture के साथ मुलाकात होगी. Thank you so much.